Welcome to the fourth production in this conspiracy theory series. I've enjoyed this ride we had so far with these masterpieces. The Mandela Effect, marking the beginning of a new era, exploring mass misremembering, aliens, the mysterious government secrets and extraterrestrial possibilities, witchcraft, the history of magic through Salem and all, even playing around with working with my intelligent colleagues for the past two conspiracies to help get the job done, despite their minor annoyances. You alien-faced warthogs! And I haven't even really seen him. What is he doing on the job? What he said? Oh, he know me? Oh, matter of fact, I know you too. I've been watching Animal Planet recently. It's not, what do you mean it's not here? You about to be not here in a second. Keep playing with me. I need that file. Is it not on file? I didn't tell you how to put this out. Videos working with my very intelligent colleagues. You know, next time I would love the folders instead of and folders if that wasn't clear enough. And if they didn't hear me, tell them to clean their ears out. What? Oh, I thought I heard something. I'm so sorry. But today, I have actually excused my colleagues. Today, we will do none of that playing around. On the contrary of our usual banter, today's conspiracy is about a spirit I have no interest in messing around with. And if you don't know about this, after the video, you won't want to mess with him either. And to end out this little Halloween-themed conspiracy theory during Spooky Month, you know I had to get the real plain horror vibes out for the one time in the midst of me mixing spooky with comedy. Okay, wait, y'all know I gotta keep up the tradition though. I can't not give y'all a little rap intro, but we gonna keep this little horror silence and murder and acapella, just to give y'all a couple moments of yay before we get into why I'm so shook to the point where I had to say sorry in the title. I don't even know why I'm making this topic into a video. Y'all better watch and love every millisecond for me doing all this. Killer Dolls, deadly but midget. This specific one is at his own exhibit. People claim he moves, claim he's cursed. Don't look for the best, say sorry for the worst. Hearing voices, haunting for a century, and still today, haunting people's memory. Killer Dolls, oh no way. Only thing I'll turn on is Child's Play, or maybe Slappy or Annabelle, giving them goosebumps when they come home. Did you really get that line though? Going insane. Killer Dolls, I ain't talking about the Squid Game. Okay, we're back. It's funny how something that looks so innocent can turn out to be an absolute nightmare. My prime example, Chucky. You'll get why that's funny after this intro. Haunts the nightmares of many children. Once upon a time, my little self couldn't even be in the same room as the movie playing. And now look. But today, we're here to discuss the real-life doll that is known to have inspired Chucky. And sorry, Robert. Now that the reveal has been done of this legendary Halloween 2021, we can get serious. I usually split my conspiracies into various subtopics, but today, there is only one thing we must talk about. No need for the colleagues to hand me any additional materials. Without further ado, our one and only topic, main topic for today, the doll that inspired me. Robert. Remember that feeling you get when you believe that someone is watching you? Or even the power of an inanimate object being strong enough to make you feel like you weren't alone? In the early 1900s, a young boy by the name of Robert Eugene Otto was given a doll. The boy went by Gene, while the name Robert was given to the doll. Despite debates on origins of the doll, some believe that Robert was given to the boy as a present by his grandfather after a trip to Germany. Others believe that it was handmade by and given to him by a servant that worked for his parents in their house. The sailor outfit that Robert wears, I'll hold off on showing you him till the end, you'll get him more later, is the outfit that Gene used to wear. Now, just as any kid would with his toy, Gene formed a connection with Robert. Things seemed ordinary at first, but it wasn't long before strange events went down. A 10-year-old Gene woke up one night to find Robert the doll sitting at the edge of his bed, staring at him. Within moments, his mother was woken up by cries out for help and the sounds of furniture being overturned in her son's bedroom. When she finally got the locked door open, Gene was curled up on his bed in pure fear, holding onto those covers for dear life. His room all types of messed up, while looking like a tornado had just gone through it. His other toys mutilated, with Robert the doll sitting at the foot of the bed. And these are the words that follow from Gene's mouth. Robert did it. Sounds familiar, right? Robert did it. A sentence that Gene would repeat many times throughout his childhood when similar strange events took place. Was this doll really wreaking havoc in his life? Only to add on to the unexplainable events, Gene's parents would often hear him talking to the doll in his room, and even crazier, would hear a response back in a completely different voice, one that a 10-year-old would not be capable of making. They reported seeing Robert speak, seeing his expression change, hearing giggling, sightings of him running up the steps. They apparently even saw Gene being held down by Robert on his bed. Regardless, Robert continued living with Gene after his parents died. An adult Gene and his wife Anne, he moved back into their house with his wife. Now, Anne felt uneasy with Robert in the house, asking Gene to lock him up in the attic. Robert wasn't happy about this, as visitors to their house said that they could hear footsteps in the attic and this sort of evil giggling that also made them uneasy. Kids in the neighborhood recall him watching them from the window in the upstairs bedroom, mocking them on their way to school. Gene thought there could be no way. I locked him in the attic. He couldn't be in the window of the bedroom upstairs. So Gene went to check, and there Robert was, in a rocking chair by the window. No matter how many times Gene would lock Robert back in the attic, he would always find him back sitting by the window in the bedroom. Eventually, when Gene died in 1974, Murder Rorter purchased the home. More visitors claiming they heard footsteps in the attic and giggling, plus Myrtle claiming that Robert would move around the house on his own. After 20 years of dealing with this, she donated him to the museum in 1994 to where he currently resides today, in East Martello Museum in Key West, Florida, known as their most cursed object, visited by people all around the world. Now, one theory is that the servant who made it for Gene used voodoo and black magic, watch my witchcraft video, to curse the doll as revenge for being treated poorly as a servant by her bosses, Now, regardless of what theory is true, putting Robert in that museum behind a glass case didn't stop him. Visitors who tried to take his picture have reported their cameras becoming inoperable, only working again once they've left the museum. Visitors apparently experience post-visit misfortunes for failing to respect Robert, the doll seemingly being aware of what's going on around him. People agree that he's caused broken bones, car accidents, divorce, death, job loss, disease, and a whole lot of series of unfortunate events. Reports from those who have seen the doll in the museum only add to the mystery. People claim they could see Robert moving from one side of the window to the other, claiming that his facial expressions would change based on the mood and conversation in the room. Reporter Malcolm Ross visited Robert and experimented this and noticed Robert's expression from the start, describing it as like a little boy who was being punished. So when they came into the museum, his face was basically saying, "What are these people doing in my room?" Ross made a comment about what a fool Gene must have been and noticed a look of scorn take over Robert's face. Now Ross said, and I quote, "There was some kind of intelligence there. The doll was listening to us." Other visitors claim to have heard the sound of giggling coming from various sides of the room. Staff members have been able to attest to this as well, even saying they saw Robert put his hand up to the glass. Now, people are still welcome to visit him today and attempt to get a photo, which many have failed. One thing remains constant though. He always has that peculiar little smirk that can become more apparent as you watch him closely, while he watches you too. Pretty sure it won't be hard to understand now why people say sorry when even mentioning the doll's name, which is why I am so genuinely sorry, Robert. I just wanted to get to know your history. Sorry, Robert. I'm not trying to play around and wake up to my toilet flipped upside down in my kitchen. Sorry, Robert. I'm sorry. I'm not even doing it. Y'all think I'm doing this for the video to make y'all entertained? No, I'm really sorry. I'm not saying that for the horror aspect of this video. Like, I'm sorry, Robert. Y'all think I'm playing? I'm not playing around with that or any misfortunes that have been shown as proof that something is definitely going on here. I've known this story for a while and I've always taken it seriously, so sorry again, Robert. I just wanted to enlighten people, my fellow viewers out there, on your history. I'm sorry, Robert. I'm not messing with that. So that's my opinion. Take your precautions, please. People say his curse used to be reserved for people who didn't ask permission before taking a picture of him, with one visitor not asking and their camera suddenly saying no images, everything erased. The camera store couldn't even find out why the pictures were gone and the disc was blank. So to this day, seeing any picture of Robert, go to any YouTube video about him and scroll through the comment section. It'll be flooded with it. Sorry, Robert. Sorry, Robert. Sorry, Sorry, Robert. Sorry, Robert. I just wanted to know your history. I'm so deeply sorry, Robert. I see y'all don't want to play either. So you see why people seeing the picture and saying sorry? Yeah, I just made a whole video on it, and I'm about to show her his picture. Sorry, Robert. Now, I highly advise you to say sorry to him after watching this video. Just please don't take your chances. And if you want to exit the video before I show the picture of him, please feel free. Happy Halloween.